goddamn night. So, actually, there's been a whole host of things today. Uh, there it is. So, come out to the Shire. I'm getting ready to go for Talking Tuesday, and I go to fire up and Streamlabs, which I use to launch uh, Talking Tuesday and Thirsty Thursday with, had to update. It wouldn't let me do anything else on my laptop. So that sent me into a frantic because I knew it was 7 o'clock. I was running up against it. So we'll get into reasons why a little bit later. If you are watching me over on Twitch, let's get this going. Thank you for watching. You found Godfather. Find that follow button and smash it for me. If you're watching me on YouTube, you have found the home of the Nomad Gamers, where every Saturday, myself, Zenar Crest Rider, and Fireball, we get down to business. It's just a whole nother vibe you need to come check out. If you watch me, you need to come check out the other two as well. We have a good time that comes on every Saturday at noon Central Standard Time. If you're watching me over on Facebook, oh, that's not Facebook, that is. If you're watching me on Facebook, hit that follow button. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. If you are one of my followers, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. If you're new, hit the follow button. There's nothing stopping you. For my listeners over on Kick, I see you. Most of the time, it's after I go off air. I see you. I answered, I think it was 7 or 8 questions earlier today from Kick. It was awesome to see it. It was. Do me a favor, hit that follow button. If you want to talk to your Nomad gamers, anytime we're on gaming, we're doing research for the podcast, or we're just on having fun and joking around, head over to discord.com, search for the Nomad Gamers, follow or subscribe to our channel. I don't remember which one it is. And look through the channels. We're in there. I know myself and Zenar Crest Rider are always in vids and clips. Whenever Fireball's on, sometimes he's on vids and clips as well. Most of the time, you'll see him in the comments. He generally streams earlier in the morning. When I say earlier in the morning, I mean sometimes 8 a.m. to right around 11, 12 Central Time. So, with all of these, every one of them, I need you to hit the notifications. Turn them on. For YouTube, hit the subscribe, the heart, and the thumbs up. Turn on your notifications for all of them. That way, every time that the Nomad Gamers come live at you, you are being notified. All right, that's my selfish plugs at the very beginning. Let's get on with this Talking Tuesday, and I'll tell you what, this week has started off with a bang. Uh, it just has. Uh, so at work today, for those of you that don't know, uh, I work as a logistics specialist with a certain company. I'm not going to name which company it is, but I work as a logistics specialist, and all that means is anything that they need, from pencils to computers to printers to screwdrivers to impact drills. That's my job to get it for them. And then once I get it, I account for it. But that's a whole nother. I don't want to bore you with that. Um, so today, when I was coming out of our computer server room, uh, a piece of the stairwell broke and sent Godfather flying. Because of that, my ankle is fine. My ankle hurt real bad when it first happened. My ankle is fine. My hips are not fine. My low back is not fine. They're both hurting. They're both on fire. I am going to try and go as long as I can tonight. But I want to let you guys know that I'm in a lot of discomfort right now. I'm on some muscle relaxer, took some ibuprofen. I'm trying to blunt this pain and make sure that I can get through the the live session in one piece. So if I'm acting a little goofy, it's because I'm a little high. Because one of the medicines are a little bit strong. Let's go on over and let's check in with my good friend Santiago Cirillo. You will better know him as oh, son of a bitch! I just said Julio from The Walking Dead. Did you know that Julio lives? Julio is coming back. Santi is bringing Julio back. It's almost like Santi's bringing the cool back. That's a whole nother thing. But yeah, Santi he goes on air every morning for about an hour, hour and 15 minutes. He has a see. Here's where we differ. Okay, uh, and we differ for very different reasons. We both like to entertain. We both like what we do. The difference is I don't do any of this for money. Okay, you're never gonna hear me on here saying we got to get to a certain number. No, that's not how we do things here. However, since he does movies, since he produces movies, he writes movies, he acts in the movies, since he does all of that stuff and it's all independent, he is always fundraising because all of the money goes back to Julio Lives. It goes back to your it. It goes back to whatever production that he is doing at that time. So, with that being said, he reached his goal today. I'm very, very glad. He came down to the last minutes, but he did. And actually, if you were to talk to that Fleabag 420, the Fleabag would tell you that it was 420 who got him the rest of it. That Santi didn't shake his ass good enough, so 420 had to come in and save the day. It's no secret. Me and that damn dog, we don't have a good relationship. Every time I try to be nice, he gets nastied and I get nastied. And uh, see, Santiago's podcast is R rated. He'll tell you. I'll tell you mine is PG-13 with some very strong language thrown in every now and again. If you disagree with that, tell me in the comments. However, Santiago is always on point with what he's doing. Uh, I have enjoyed every one of his podcasts. I try and listen even when I can't listen, even when I'm at work and things are going crazy and I'm going from one end to the other end. Around 10 to 11 a.m., I'll check my phone 4 times. And all 4 times, I'm checking to see if Santi is going live. And when I see him live, that is when I just put down Hiya Santi. Hiya is his catchphrase. I don't have a catchphrase yet. I need one, but I don't have one. But Santi has it. And I'll say that. And like the other day, I said, Hiya Santi. Sorry, brother. Work is crazy. I wish I could watch, but I can't. And I went on about my way. Today, I was able to catch the last 15 minutes of his production. And I'm going to tell you now, it was top notch like it always was, except for when he brought out that damn Fleabag. 420 Wrinkles is something else. So let's go through his Facebook real quick. Uh, his yearly mental health awareness horror convention show is this September 19th through the 21st. He's got some celebrity guests coming. He's got live music. He's got a haunted house attraction, escape rooms. He's been talking a lot about the escape rooms. Very excited about that. Arcade room, costume karaoke, live wrestling, and vendors. I'm almost wondering, Santi, my man, if you watch this, I have a great idea for you. Throw 420 Wrinkles in there. Maybe the ass whipping will calm him down a little bit. I could go a lot more into 420, but I'm going to tell you guys right now, it's nothing but love from me to Santi. Uh, it, I learned a long time ago, the more comments you get and the more times that you have somebody to feed off of when you are doing this helps out a lot. And I'm not into horror. I've said this before. I'm not into horror. I'm not into slasher movies. I'm not into any of that shit. Uh, I'm into gaming. I'm into sci-fi, but I support Santi because, like I said before, the little guys have to support each other. Santi said something on his show that stuck out to me. There is no competition. There's none. There's no negativity. There's no competition. It isn't Godfather and the Nomad Gamers going against Santiago and the Hayat Nation. It's not that way. Never has, and it never will. I'm here to support Santi, just like when Santiago throws out my podcast on his, which he does not have to do, and I thank him for doing that. Uh, that brings awareness to me. So I really do enjoy that. But this is awesome. If you are around, oh hell, somewhere in Arkansas, I can't say the name, starts with a P. I'll let you know here in a few minutes. But yeah, if you're around there during that time, I highly suggest you go in, seek out Santiago, tell him that God's Father sent you. Tell him you're a member of the Nomad Gamers and that you're also a member of Hayat Nation. If I didn't have something else going on during that time, I would more than likely be down there doing it with him. Not doing it with him because I don't do that shit. I'd be down there to support just by showing up and walking around and probably pissing my pants 4 times from being scared. All right, let's move on from that little bit from Santi. Another one. Oh, see, here we go. 2 hours ago, he says, "Thank you, Cane's Up's General Store, for supporting Back from the Dead TV show filming in Cheatham County, Tennessee." He's getting an old mom and pop shop to sponsor his new TV show, where the viewers are in control, from what I understand. Let's see here. 7 hours ago, is that time to search in my network for distribution for our Faith Field Studio movie, Heartbeat of a Drum Horse, the Laurette Bradfield story. I would love to show it at the Lorraine Palace Theater in my hometown of Lorain, Ohio. So he is actually in that movie. I remember him filming it. I remember him talking about it. And I do believe Loretta was on his show earlier today. He throws out all these names. He can see them. I can't. He knows who's a part of his circle and who's not. But if you can, look up that movie. Give it a watch. Who knows? You might like it. And if you do like it, please give them a fair rating. Give them a fair set of stars. From 3, the minimum is 3. Can't go below 3. Got to be 3. Up to 5. I'm actually going to go watch it myself. And it's also sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet. So shout out to Blaine's Farm and Fleet. I got one here in my hometown. Shout out to them for helping out the little guys. That's awesome. 9 hours ago, he was on air. The fool, he either shaved or he got a haircut. I can't figure out which one. He looks a little younger. Whatever. He posts things like this: Your talent is a seed that will grow many successful branches. You just have to plant it. That's it. And that's from Santiago. So do me a favor, Nomad Nation. I send these to Santiago all the time. Uh, I have told him that I am going to be subscribing, and I'm actually going to be doing that either today or tomorrow. It's only 99 cents per month. Like, who the fuck can't spare $1 a month to support arguably one of the funniest independent dudes that I know? So funny, in fact, he was an infantry veteran. So funny, in fact, that he brings that Fleabag 420 or Wrinkles 420 or however you say that damn dog's name. He brings him along. But I'm telling you what, man, you got to go check him out. Go buy a. Where's that book at? Damn it, Santi. I believe it's a Hero's Homecoming. I want to say it's a Hero's Homecoming. I'm looking for it real quick. Santi, my man, you post a lot of photos, dude. I'm trying. Oh, yeah, here it is. It's a Veterans Homecoming. So while you're over there supporting Santi, buy his book, A Veterans Homecoming. It's on Amazon. Go buy it. It's a good read. It's a very good read. Next time I see Santi, I'm gonna have him autograph it for me. And you guys can't see it, and I'm not gonna turn my. Yeah, I'm not doing that. But it's gonna go in my bookshelf here, or in my display case, to where it's predominantly featured. So go buy A Veterans Homecoming. Go support High On Nation. Go support Santiago Cirillo. And go support Back from the Dead. You will not be disappointed. I will guarantee that. All right, that was my shameless plug for Santi. Let's get on with what we do best here on the Nomad Gamers. Talking about games. So, Godfather has made a decision. I've been thinking long, I've been thinking hard, I've been researching, I've been doing my thing. The only thing I don't do is I don't shake my ass for anything, for anyone. But I've been looking at Comic Con, like the San Diego Comic Con. I learned something very big that Gamescom is not in America. Gamescom is in Germany. So I am looking at some of these smaller Gamecoms, some of these regional ones. I have found one in Kansas City, Missouri, or Bronson, Missouri, one of the two. I found one in Southern California, and I've been finding others. And I'm going to talk to Sweet Kitty Pie, and when I figure out which one I'm going to, I will announce it on one of my shows, and then I will start pushing it out on Facebook. Now, when I go there, I'm going to go there as a fan. I'm going to go there as a gamer. I'm going to go there to have fun. And you know what's a part of God's Father having fun? Is I am going to interview you, the gamer. I'm going to talk to you. Let's not call it an interview. We are just going to talk. That's it. I'm going to ask you a series of questions to get you talking. We're going to talk, and the only thing that I'm going to ask you, is that you share my page, you share the Nomad Gamers page to get our name out there and get viewers watching. I've been doing really good at 7 p.m. going live. I've been doing really good this last week on gaming. By the way, who saw my stream last night? We did big things on Grand Theft Auto. We did. But that is what we're looking at doing, is going to these gaming conventions and seeing what we can do to help promote the gaming industry. I'm not there for me. I'm not there for the Nomad Gamers. That's secondary. Promote the industry. Hopefully, what happens is one of these little conventions blossoms and grows, and we get more guest appearances by voice actors. We get a larger experience, and before long, we get the companies coming to one of these. Because I'm going to tell you what right now, Japan has one, Thailand has one, and Germany has one, and god damn it, the United States doesn't. We need to support the industry that we love as much as we want them to support us. All right, let's get over to Rockstar Games. Let's see what Rockstar is up to. You remember they normally do one game on Tuesday, one game on Thursday. So let's go check them out. I knew it. I was right. 10 hours ago from Rockstar Gaming for Red Dead Redemption Online. Claim a free community-inspired outfit from the Wheeler Rawson and Company catalog. Plus, get bounty hunter bonuses and discounts in Red Dead Online through September the 1st. How many of you out there took my advice, went over to Grand Theft Auto, even if you don't play it that often, and claimed your free million? Think of it like this, okay? And I thought of it like this when I had to start over. If I would have just started a character, even if I didn't want to play at that moment in time, if I would have got there and collected a free million every time they threw it out, I'd have $3-4 million. It wouldn't have been so hard. But as a knucklehead that I am, I forgot it. 4 days ago, so this was after Thirsty Thursday, them bastards. Hit the track in GTA Online Community Race series. Now paying double rewards and featuring a new wave of high-octane player-created tracks. So, I went and did it the last time they had this. I told you guys I was going to do it. I have some heartburn about it. Just because you create a track does not mean it's good. Somebody at Rockstar needs to be doing some QAs on this. Because some of these tracks suck ass. Some of these tracks are way too long. 7.5 miles for a lap? Are you kidding me? It took me, I don't know, 10 minutes to get through one lap. So I'm literally playing for over an hour on the same race. I want 3 laps, get it on, get it done, move on to the next. That's what I would like to see. There are some very good community races out there, and there are some absolutely horrid ones. That is all I'm going to say about that. By the way, the Simon one is still going. I don't like playing the Simon ones only because, yeah, you got to go searching everywhere for those cars. That shit sucks. Let's see what our friends over at Starfield are talking about. Four days ago, set sail in a style with this new creation by Fan Herland. Sail the Stars is for the explorer who wants to traverse the stars in a ship from centuries long past. This creation adds over 80 new structural ship pieces, 20 new sail engines, and more to allow you to completely transform the way you travel. We're going to go check this out. Give me just a minute to transition to the next scene. So look at that. It almost looks like that ship that crashed into a building on Fallout 4. But who would want to do that? It's not like you can be out there manning the rail when you're going through space. I ain't gonna lie, it looks kind of cool. Kind of cool. I like the pirate theme. I really do. Not practical. I probably wouldn't do it, but it still looks cool. That one looks even better yet. Eh. All right, that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. All right, that was the only thing they posted in the last 4 days. Uh, I'm kind of hoping that Bethesda comes out with something for Starfield here in the next couple months. I miss Starfield. You could probably make your own cool thing about it, but it's just so bland. It's after I've done it, I went Starborn 2 or 3 times. It's bland. I just don't want to play anymore because there's nothing to do, or nothing new to do. I should say. There's plenty to do. It's just bland. It's just boring. They need to come out with more content. All right, let's. I want to say let's go to Minecraft, but I'm pretty sure that they have not put out anything. No. Nope, it's just silly posts. That's it. Yeah. I mean, I guess you could do that if your game is running smoothly. I guess you could do that if you keep people engaged in a game that all you for a majority of what you do is just build. They're doing something right. All right, let's go check out some gamer news. Let's see what is the latest and breaking hot off the presses. Nothing there. They have not updated their site since, oh, well, today. What the hell? I remember that from Tuesday. Anyways, developer Rec Room lays off about half its staff. Ubisoft CEO summoned to court in harassment case. Uh-oh. However, that has nothing to do with gaming. Well, it does, but CEO doesn't make the games. So I really don't want to read it. I want to know what's going on with the games. I don't care about the bullshit behind the scenes. Unless they're laying off workers. Arcane dev calls out Microsoft for silence over open letter. If this is, yeah. All right. So let me, I want to make this as clear as I can with staying away from the banned topic for not only this podcast, but also for Nomad Gamers. When companies get as big as Microsoft, they got their money everywhere. Asking them to divest from something to appease your conscience is unconscionable. Leave the politics out of video games. Please. We are drowning in that shit when we step out our door, when we turn on our TV, when we turn on our radio. Sometimes even when we just walk up to a group of friends. We're being drowned with it. Leave video games alone. Microsoft does so much more besides video games. Go bitch at them on one of those other ones, not on video games. I'm just tired of all the political talk. I hope you are too. Bioshock 4 lays off more unknown. Oh, layoffs. I'm sorry, I misread that. Bioshock 4 layoffs. More unknown worlds, drama, and your. This is how to get me to click on it, them bastards. Oh, and patch notes 19. Nothing new there either. Whoo. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I know I've only been on the air for 30 minutes. This is going to be a short Talking Tuesday. I'm sorry. My back is really hurting. The medicine's starting to kick in. I'm starting to become drowsy. I'm not going to lie to anybody. All I want to do is go to sleep right now. I do go to the doctor tomorrow to see what's going on with my hip. Uh, Hopefully, it's nothing huge. Maybe the pain will subside by Thursday, and I'll be able to get back to what I'm doing. Because I had to play Grand Theft Auto under the influence of a medication, and that was kind of trippy. The medicine's really kicking in right now. It's making it hard for me to think, hard for me to talk. I'm just exhausted. So with that, with nobody giving me any kind of a comment, game true, game hard, and always, and I mean always, folks, game on. If you're playing a game, you run across a griefer and that griefer needs blown the fuck up, you blow that motherfucker. Thank you for watching Talking Tuesday. I'm sorry that it's short. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. And as always, I will see you tomorrow night when I am streaming, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If I don't catch you then, I will catch you for Thirsty Thursday at 7 p.m. on Thursday night. Until then, good night, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, peace and love.